Happy St. Patrick's Day! I'm Max Spang as always, and this is Snobby Beer Reviews. And today we are reviewing Murphy's Stout. According to the can, they have been using the same recipe since 1856. There is what they call a draft flow system that kind of, I believe what it is a nitrogen widget. So it produces that nitrogen, stout like you would get from draft. This is sort of the other Irish dry stout that people tend to drink, especially around St. Paddy's Day, at least in the US. So let's see how it is. Alright, so the aroma for the Murphy Stout. There's quite a bit of like dark chocolate, coffee, stout-like qualities. I would have to say more so, I'm spilling it on myself as I talk, but I have to say more so than Guinness, at least the Guinness that I had last year in the bottle. I couldn't pull much aroma from that, but this is actually very nice on the nose. It's got that roasted barley character. It's not as intense as other stouts, but it's definitely there, and it's definitely really nice on the nose. Alright, so the taste for Murphy's Stout. Compared to the nose, it's not quite as intense. Not that the nose was like super mind-blowingly intense, but this is kind of a little bit held back. You do get that nice kind of bitter, dark chocolate. It's pretty smooth. The roasted character comes out. There's a little bit of a bitterness right in the middle of the tongue. It's not really a hot bitterness, but sort of like just kind of that like roasted, burnt, that kind of like burnt chocolate almost kind of bitterness. It's very nice. Alright, mouthfeel on this one. As you'd expect from a beer that has a nitrogen widget in there. Very, very creamy. Very smooth. There's really no prickly, carbonation to speak of. The head's not going anywhere, so it's like you kind of have to go through the little pillow, if you will, of head before you even get into it, and that kind of, it gets on your mouth and on your lips and everything, and you have a little beer mustache, which is kind of cool. But yeah, I mean, if you've ever had a nitrogen beer, they're just super smooth, super easy drinking, nice and creamy, and it kind of contributes to a little bit more of a perceived body. Alright, as for the score for Murphy's Stout, I'm actually going to go with a 3 out of 5 on this one. This is pretty nice. It's better than I expected. I think it has a lot more flavor than Guinness. Not to put these two against each other, but, calling a duck a duck here, people go to Guinness when they think of St. Paddy's Day. So is this the Guinness killer? Yeah, maybe. I mean, it's not, mind-blowing. It's not, the greatest thing since sliced bread, but, I mean, it's definitely a solid stout. Lots of flavor, considering it's only 4%. I mean, easy drinking. You could certainly pound these down, but yeah, the nitrogen is great. It's just a really nice beer. That wraps it up for Murphy's Irish Stout, or Irish Dry Stout, draft style stout, according to the bottle. Really nice beer. Like I said, I was pleasantly surprised. By all means, try a can of it or try a 6-pack. I mean, it is St. Paddy's Day coming up, so it's worth, go grab it if you want. But I will see you next time. You guys know what to do. Grab a beer, leave me a comment, and I'm going to finish this. Cheers.